Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be watching episode 26 of Frieren. If I sound weird, I've been sick over the past couple days, but I'm ready to get right back into it. So let's check out this new episode, shall we? Bro, this episode has no business coming out the gate this strong. Like, really? Holy crap, dude. First couple seconds and they're already going hard. Oh man, I like this divide and conquer strategy, man. They're on the offensive now. They've already made it to the bottom. They're just like, all right, we got to stop them up from getting here all at the same time. Everybody pick your targets, who you're either strongest or weakest against, and we're just going to go after them. This makes a lot of sense. Yo, this entire concept, just in general, like this whole scenario is just legit. It's like really cool. This whole thing, I've been very impressed with the way this has been presented and the overall kind of definitive threat towards the end. I really like it, how they plan this out. That's her rationale, huh? I mean, they are right. They wouldn't have to deal with this if she never entered the dungeon, but I think that was a part of the equation. Also, too, them not being able to find Fern's uh, replica or whatever makes sense. Because Fern is constantly concealing her mana. But as far as the old man is concerned, I don't understand why they can't find his. Because he's not the type to conceal his mana. My God. So much for being a pacifist there, Sense. Jesus. Whoa, hold on. Excuse me? It cuts anything I think it can, and it can't cut anything I think it can't. So this is really going into embracing the idea that magic is really limited by your imagination. And it really comes down to a mentality. So if an enemy poses a threat to you and presents something to you that makes you personally feel like you can't cut it, then you can't. But as long as you're confident enough to believe you can, you can. But once again, that still rolls over to the fact, like I said before about myself, my confidence and my ability to be able to do things is virtually non-existent for the most part. So I would be a terrible mage in this world because I have zero self-confidence. Holy crap, dude. This spell would be worthless to me. Ah, okay. So she recognizes a defensive spell as a defensive spell. So it's hard for her to imagine that her ability can get through it because, like, well, yeah, it's a defensive spell. It's not supposed to get through it. That checks out in her mind. But in this situation, it's just hair. That's all it is to her. She sees it as hair. Of course, my spell can cut through hair. It's just hair. Is that as simple as this is? I'm curious. I see where this is going. I see exactly where this is going. Bro, it's just a cloak, man. You imbued it with all this defensive magic. You know how strong it is. You could imagine how defensively powerful it is. She has no context for that. So as long as in her mind, that's just the cloak, that's just the motherfucking cloak, bro. Dude, that's crazy. If this really works like that, that is insane. Bro, she just killed this man with like no effort at all. Literally not a sliver of effort. This man's entire legacy has been completely erased. Everything about this man no longer matters. In a moment, she just rolled up on a scene and just completely deleted this dude. Is it though? Because it really seems that simple. Like really? If we're examining this properly, and I don't know if this is just from her perspective, because like I said, her power is based off the idea of empathy. So maybe this only really applies to her specifically. But that makes perfect sense when you think about contextually what her powers is and how they work. This makes absolute perfect sense. Wow. Wow. Do you realize? Does anybody realize? And I know this is going to be like out of left field, but bear with me. Just think about this for a second. Don't react immediately. Just think about what I'm about to say. Do you realize that based on how the magic structure in this world works, if magic was to ever come into our actual world, how powerful people with autism would be? Think about that for a second. Think about how unbelievably untapped and uncapped the power of people with autism would be if we somehow adopted a system of magic that was based like this. Shit's terrifying, isn't it? Then you should cut it. Oh man, dude, so far, every single time this girl is put on screen, I find a new reason to like her. Discounting Frieren, she is my favorite character in this show so far. That's another thing that I really appreciate about this world and the way that magic works here is there is no concept of just like this person is strong, therefore, you know, you won't win against them. Like they said, it's all a game of rock, paper, scissors. So if you are paper and you find yourself up against a pair of scissors, it generally won't matter if that pair of scissors is less, you know, maybe less experienced as the paper. Scissors still beat paper. That's not to say that you can't win, but I mean, a disadvantage is a disadvantage. Oh, come on. That's not fair. What? Hold on. That's not fair. What the fuck? So defeating the replicas doesn't matter. All this is a waste of time. Well, not really a waste of time, but now it's not just a matter of just beating them. Now you have to like infinitely delay them. That's more and more. The more we see this dungeon and the more we hear about it, the more we realize that it is not even close to as fair as Sense keeps trying to claim it is. Oh, and if Frieren underestimates Fern, then absolutely Replica Frieren does, which is an advantage to them right now. And that's kind of crazy that Frieren just out and admits that. She's like, yeah, I honestly underestimate your abilities. But how couldn't she, though? Like, why wouldn't she? Based on her experience and the amount of power she has, it's unfathomable that Fern has the ability to kill her at her level and at her age. Also, can I just say that this animation is reaching Madoka Magica levels of holy fucking shit? And if you've seen Madoka Magica, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bro, holy crap, that look in her eye. Man. Oh, that shit scared me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That look like struck a little bit of fear in my heart. Holy crap. Oh, when have we seen either one of them take any substantial damage? That's crazy. And it was from themselves. Well, from Frieren, specifically. He like, man, y'all are always needing to be carried. The heck is going on? My God, are you serious? Why would they even have a mimic golden chest in the room where you won in? Like this is a victory room. This shit ain't even fit. This not even cool. You know how pissed I would be if I just defeated like the ultimate fucking boss in the final dungeon and then you get to the treasure room to get your reward and one of the treasure chests is a mimic? I get it. I get it. It's hilarious because obviously, but that's not cool. He like, who the hell are you? Why is she bragging about the fact that these the golems can use healing magic? Although, like these golems though, we need a little further investigation on these things. Because despite everything that just happened in here, these golems have proven to be more powerful than even all of the mimics. So like, what's the deal with the golems? Like, what kind of magic is behind those things? Because they're stronger than everything in there, including all the people. Anyway, that is the end of episode 26. It did turn out, though, that Fern actually did not have the ability, or maybe she did, but she definitely didn't do the final blow. She was not the one to kill Frieren. Frieren killed Frieren. So, that's a little disappointing, but not really, because Fern did push her to the point to making her use a move that she hadn't had to use in, like she said, over 80 years, which I'm assuming means that that was a move she probably had to use on the Demon King, and forced her to open herself up to being defeated by Frieren. So, I mean, that's an accomplishment in itself. You posed enough threat to her that was equal to, if not more threatening than the Demon King themselves. So, I mean, if that ain't a accomplishment or endorsement, I don't know what is. But yeah, that was an excellent episode. The magic system in this show, the way that it works, the characters, man, this show's got so much going for it, man. It's just too good. It's too good. It's almost kind of crazy how good this show is. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird or whatever, but I'm finally getting over this cold, so hopefully it's gone by tomorrow. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.